I am Venus, Master Mary Rose. I am broadcasting 100% divine love. I am here for the upliftment of myself, my loved ones, my community, the living library on planet Earth. Yay, go Earthlings, go humans, go Mother Nature. Yes, I am recording and sharing a little bit of myself with you in order to uphold the rule of law, to protect the innocent from harm, protect the innocent from danger. I am sharing with you to protect human rights. So I'm sharing with you the process of looking for a lawyer during this COVID pandemic while having experienced police brutality in Vancouver BC, Canada, just a couple weeks ago, June 7th, 2020, Sunday afternoon. I experienced an unlawful arrest. We're going to get to the bottom of this. The only way to really go about this, two choices: go quietly, go loudly by sharing in media, or don't go at all, right? There's actually three choices. Don't go at all. Don't go and stand for what needs to be addressed, held accountable. Unlawful arrest, unlawful false accusations from wholefoods management. Because I hugged someone, some social distancing measures. And then overall, I was abused. I was falsely accused of shoplifting, theft, not searched ever. Not my bag searched, not my stuff searched. And looking for a lawyer at this time of the pandemic where everyone's backlogged because the courts aren't open has been rather challenging, as well as a lawyer who would address such things. This is a double lawsuit. It's quite the case, and it's been recommended to me by all the authorities to go as public as possible because they know there are bad cops. They know that the social distancing measures are encroaching on people's human rights to fresh air, to no chemicals or toxins from a mandatory vaccine in the bodies that don't want it in their bodies. They know that there's a fast encroaching going on, and to address this now so that we hold our human rights, I have to do so. I have to do it publicly for my own protection and also for education of citizens around the globe so that we're communicating pieces of the puzzle and we move forward with the rule of law to protect the innocent from harm and danger and abuse. Because I don't think that you or I deserve to be assaulted, falsely accused, demeaned in public, physically abused, emotionally traumatized for coming from a place of love in this today's society and going a few centimeters too close to each other, especially when Health Canada has encouraged people to go to these rallies, when people in the government, including our own Prime Minister, have gone to the rallies and immersed themselves in the crowds. And when there is no outrageous pandemic of people dying on the streets from COVID, corona, no more than pneumonia has ever done. Nowhere near what pneumonia's been doing, and no one highlights about pneumonia or tuberculosis top instances as to why people have been dying. No focus on other viruses or anything else, just this umbrella of COVID that doesn't really exist in the hospital, especially in Vancouver. We haven't seen anything in there since March 26th, when there was 6 infections in Vancouver. And then that was just tagged with coronavirus, which can be any kind of symptoms that are very similar to anything to do with the lungs. Pleurisy, is it inflammation of the lungs? Pneumonia. Different viruses is a coronavirus. RNA means it evolves. So all this controversy is going on, and people wearing masks and not wearing masks, and we're in the grocery store, and boom, junk happens. What do you do with that junk without overstressing yourself, overwhelming yourself, if you're going through some junk that you're just like, this is not even fair. I'm playing along the rules and wow, overreaction, and I'm being abused by the police and I'm being abused by the store and unlawfulness. How do you address that? So I'm here to say, hey, I am a citizen of Vancouver and I've been a resident for a long time. I've lived here and been here for 26 years. I've lived and worked here and been a part of the community here for the past 5 years, specifically this neighborhood, and been banned from my own local grocery store. Well, there's some things that needs to be addressed, right? How do you address them? You gotta look for a lawyer. So I've been looking for a lawyer, I've been looking for a lawyer, I've been looking for a lawyer, and I'm gonna call again. So here I am, welcoming you to watch me see. I thought I had the lawyer right yesterday. But guess what, guys? It didn't even work out. And just before we go into this, I'm going to read a little bit from my mentor and see if you know who this is, who wrote this book. In the West, remote viewing is seen as the directed use of clairvoyance to enable psychic spying of distant locations and people. And however, in Russia, remote viewing is seen as an adjunct and targeting system for psychotronic warfare, the use of psi energy to alter reality. Psychic spying is therefore only the tip of the iceberg of Soviet research. This was written in 2001. You guys know who wrote this? Greatest psi lord on the earth. Psychotronics, oh, except for the Russians. Russians, something else. Psychotronics has been used to affect political opinion. Anatoly Kashpirovsky, a psi adept and ultranationalist, won a seat in the Russian parliament, it is alleged, by the use of remote influencing. When he lost his seat in the 1996 election, Kashpirovsky threatened to psychically render impotent any government employee that tried to evict him from his government apartment, which came with the post of MP. This is written by my mentor. Powerful guy. And little did we recognize for a long time how much psyches and psychics are involved with politics and the governing of this world and what is right, what is wrong, upholding the law, allowing chaos to destroy itself, and how to tell chaos to back off of creating victims out of the innocent. Right? Valiant balance. So I'm looking for a lawyer who is batting for me and my team, who really connects with knowing, yeah, I'm here. We're connected, we're allies, and we're doing something that we both feel called to do. They are already sensing the need to address this whole issue about defunding the police. Maybe that's in their mind about, do we defund the police? Don't we defund the police? But let's address this police brutality. Is it about race? No, it's not about race. We could bring this whole thing, this whole topic up. It's not about race. Police brutality is not about all cops. It's not about defending the police. Anyone who's going to generalize that thick is very thick. You know, they have a hard time of navigating life if they're going to be that thick about things. You have to discern much deeper than to just clump everything together and say, all cops are bad because there's a few bullies over here garnering. What if we address the bullies as citizens? If something occurs to us, how do we address them? We have to find a lawyer. You need a lawyer to find a way to get the surveillance tapes that may be involved. And in this case, it's Wholefoods has surveillance tapes that I can't gain any access to as a citizen, even though it was tapes about me in my case. Hopefully they don't wipe them before I can find a lawyer right now, because I need a lawyer to get a subpoena to go get those tapes. Isn't that funny? But if they were public tapes, like say the city had some tapes or police had some tapes, I don't know. Does the police have some tapes? I asked the city if they had tapes. They said no. He said, you're just going to have to ask the store. Maybe inside, outside tapes. Definitely inside, because they viewed them to let me go. After an hour of abuse, somebody finally, oh, yeah, let's view and see what happened here. Did she do any assault? No. 2 people hugged. Her and a staff member. Staff member went into her arms and hugged her while talking about antiviral to the crowd with love. Was no anger, was no violence, was no assault. Nothing illegal happened, and I was treated poorly. So we're looking for a lawyer who's ready to tackle a case like this. Let's check it out. I had someone call me back yesterday, so I'm going to start there. 1877. It's about being determined. So it's a lot of phone tag. Oh, hi, it's Venus returning your call. I'm at 604-428-3472. Thanks for getting back to me. Hopefully you can help me out. Okay, that's all you can do. Now I've got this other one, and I think I might have called this before even. Or referral service 687. But it was given to me yesterday by someone who almost took the case, but then they're like, we can't do this police brutality thing, even though they want to. Half hour free of charge, no obligation. Very difficult. So this is a lawyer referral service. And then I have to look for someone who's going to help with personal injury, but a lawyer who deals with police brutality. But even false accusation. Misconduct. By wholefoods. Oh, hi. I'm looking for a lawyer that deals with personal injury and is able to deal with police brutality. In Vancouver, BC. Pretty much can be an 8th. I don't know. I haven't found a lawyer I need to get the surveillance videotapes. So I need a lawyer. Yeah. It's Dujardin, Dujardin, with a J. Yeah. And okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. 6169. And do any lawyers do pro bono if they find the case is something they want to take on? Is that an option for them? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then, and is this lawyer, Derek Creighton, is he specifically dealt with police brutality? Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye. So, maybe I'll get somewhere with this. Downtown lawyer. He's listed under police issues. Could possibly go pro bono because if it's a case they feel they can win. Narrowing it down. Are you available? That's the question. Are you interested? Hey Derek, this is Venus calling. I'm looking for a lawyer available to help me pro bono. My case involves police brutality and personal injury to me and false accusation made by Whole Foods. And yeah, if you could get back to me, I'm at 604-428-3472. I was directed to call you because you have dealt with police and maybe you can point me in the right direction if you aren't the lawyer available for me, but maybe you are interested in taking my case pro bono. And I'm willing to go to media, I'm willing to go public, to TV, news, radio, paper, to help the case if that interests you, for visibility and accountability. That's what was recommended to me by authorities to deal with this case that's very unlawful. Okay, I'll talk to you soon and see if you can get back to me. Thanks. And maybe I'll call your desk as well. So I left a long message. You end up like not knowing what should you say, what shouldn't you say, blah, blah, blah. He might call right back, see? But I'll also call the front desk. I think he was saying to leave a message with his front desk. Because I need to find a lawyer now, right? It's important to relax. Oof. Okay. Oh. Oh, hi. I was aiming to leave a message for Derek Creighton, and this was through to Joe or Jeannie to leave a message. Oh, Sure. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Hello, this is Venus calling. I am at 604-428-3472. I'm looking for a lawyer to help me with my case of personal injury, and it's involving police brutality as well as false accusation and misconduct by Whole Foods here in Vancouver. And thanks for getting back to me. I'd love to find out if your lawyer, Derek, is available to work on my case. Thank you. That's all you can do. Leave messages. That's all you can do. Don't give up. If you're trying to deal with something and you're going through trauma, it's important to relax yourself as much as possible. Do not be hard on yourself. There's so much trauma going on right now. I know. Families, emotional issues, all kinds of stuff. People turning on good people turning on, I don't know. Good people turning bad, and people turning on people, and ridiculous, terrible arguments. It's really heartbreaking, right? So all that stuff on top of like the economy and what's going on with the economy, and then all the just like crazy stress about this world being upside down and Zion burning and all that shit. And you're like, where am I standing? Shall I address some police brutality? Yes, you can. Finding a lawyer at this time is tricky, but possible. You need to dig and search, and if it's meant to line up with the right lawyer, it will. And I am putting it out there. If you're a lawyer, you know of a good lawyer who deals with police brutality in Vancouver, or who is willing to work pro bono, knowing that it is a multi-million-dollar case. And if you're a really good lawyer, you'd be really excited that I'm allowing and even willing to be media public, to showcase this to the public so public can get a good look at this case and get a good look at how the lawyer moves and how a case works like this, so that we can hold the rule of law and hold accountability to bad cops, so that it's not just about a race issue, because it's not about a race issue. Police brutality is police brutality is police brutality. Police manipulation and intimidation and unlawfulness is what it is, no matter what the skin color. It can happen to anyone. It happened to me here in Vancouver, BC, Canada, at the grocery store of Whole Foods, because of a false accusation of theft, of assault by a Whole Foods manager, because he didn't like my social distancing measures. He didn't like my heartfelt poetry pouring out of my heart, and a hug that I gave to the staff member. He didn't like that. And, well, if we have any heartbeat at all, Vancouver, we have to keep beating. This is the best we can do.